Man, what's going on YouTube? We back at it again with another banger video. As you can see by the title, we are talking about Shtf, civil unrest, all of those type of events, and some things that you could have to prepare yourself for. YouTube, number one, this is a safe control environment. There will be no live ammunition in the chambers of my firearm. So here we are again in 2025. And once again, you see all of these videos talk about STHF. It's pretty much, every year, but especially this year with all of the events that's taking place in America right now, not just America, worldwide, but especially America. We have had these terroristic acts, New Orleans, LA. We've had these planes that's crashing and, quote unquote, collided in the air, just by accident. Protests are starting to rise up over in LA. We have the LA fires, quote unquote natural disaster, but I'm not here to get into the conspiracy with it, but we all have our ideas on how and why that started. But, I'm going to leave that to, people in the comments to debate about that. I'm not here for that specifically. Also, with Donald Trump, being in office, it has a lot of people in fear, which is funny. A lot of people are, kind of fearing with him being in office because, he gets things going. He gets things ramped up and, some people don't like it. And one of the big ones is the thing with the tariffs. A lot of people are a little afraid about this thing because, the import on goods is going to be higher for those people that's importing, which could potentially make our goods higher temporarily. But, you really got to do your research when it comes to the things with the tariffs and, deleting the income tax. And now we got, tariffs. But, a lot of people feel like it could spark some type of civil unrest because of the things that we have imported from, like Canada, for example, with electricity. They supply the northern part of America, not all of the parts, but a lot of the parts with electricity, natural gas and stuff. And people are worried about, okay, what if they get cut off if, they have a disagreement? So it's a lot of things that could spark off a SHTF moment. All right. And with that being said, we're going to be talking about some gear, some loadouts, some options that you can have in case you had to, get up out your house, or, if you just holding down the fort, it's a lot different. We got things set up for that as well. But this is mainly if, some type of natural event is chaotic in the area you are, and you literally have to get out. A little quick grab and go bag. I'm going to show you my loadout options. And you can, if you're new to this, man, maybe you could take some ideas from it. But yeah, let's get into it. First things first, man, I'll tell anybody, man, have you an EDC pistol, an overall EDC pistol. Me personally, for the most part, I everyday carry a Glock 43X, but my SHTF carry, my winter carry for the most part, is my Glock 19 Gen 5. Got this thing off of Amazon. Really cool holster. Doesn't cost much and it works just fine. So that's my EDC holster. I have the TLR7 right here. I have a Terran Tactical +5. I have a mag well, and that's pretty much it when it comes to my Glock. It's very basic. Everything is pretty much stock except for the sights. I have a Mariglow night sights. Everything else is bone stock. And of course, you want to rock you some hollow points. It's really no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Start off with the hollow points, and in our other magazines, we got ball points. But, for EDC purposes, I recommend starting off with, hollow points in your EDC mags. The firearm is clear. Now, with the Glock 19, I chose this because it's very versatile. You can find Glock mags everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And I'm about to get into that in a second when I open up this bag. And that's my main reason for going with the Glock 19 for that. I have so many mags that I can use in this and I can put in my bag and have those things on standby. Other than that, The Glock 19 is just a really good feeling pistol. It's small enough to conceal, and it's big enough to get a really good grip on the firearm. And I shoot this thing very accurately. So that's why I went with my Glock 19 for my STHF situations. So let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and show you guys my magazines. When I say I keep a lot of magazines in the bag, I keep a lot of magazines in the bag. Most of them are factory Glock mags, but I also have the PSA dagger mags that work great within the Glock 19 as well. So, you know, if you're not trying to spend all the way on Glock price when it comes to their mags, the PSA dagger mags work really good as well. But starting out, you know, I have my 24 round mag, you know, just something that's really high capacity. Moving on from that, I have another +5 with a Terran Tactical, so 15 round +5. And then my Glock 17 mags, yeah, I got 2 of those. I just picked up these 2. So some more Glock 17 mags, PSA dagger mags right here, PSA dagger 17, PSA dagger 15. And then in here we have 2 more mags. We got a factory Glock mag, PSA dagger mag. That's something, you know, I would actually, you know, probably have on my person. And another Glock 17 mag with a +5. Now, the reasoning for having all of these magazines is very, very simple. I know most people would say, oh man, you know, you have 3 magazines, you should be good to go. Okay, what in the case of an event where you need more than 3 magazines, you don't really have time to manually reload if you got loose ammunition on you. Now, I do have loose ammunition in my Bugout prep, Silver Unrest prep, but I'm like, the more magazines, the better. And if your bag can hold more magazines, why not put more magazines in your bag? So that's the reasoning on having that. So I can constantly reload if I need to. Now, full disclaimer, with these Bugout scenarios, before I get more into it, I am not advocating for anyone to go Rambo mode or something, hit the fan. That's not the point of this video. That's not the point of my prepping. My prepping is to be prepared to defend myself if I had to, you know, leave out. Because we know people panic, people get scared, people start to loot, people start to rob when chaos happens, whether that's a natural disaster or, you know, quote unquote, I don't know. I'm just going to hypothetically say invasion. I don't see that happening, not here, but hypothetically, you know, people will panic. You're gonna need to defend yourself. But especially with the natural disasters, you saw what happened in California. That's why with the fires, that's why I tell people having a bag that's prepped and ready to go that you can grab and get up out the house is very essential. If your house were to catch on fire, and you know, of course you got all your belongings, you can't bring everything, but have some type of bag. You know, maybe you got some water, a couple snacks. You're not gonna be able to hold a whole bunch of food unless you got another bag with food, which I recommend. Having a firearm or 2 in that bag, magazines, ammunition, first aid, tourniquets, flashlights, all of those things in a bag. All right, and then you can grab your rifle and go. You need a bag set up like that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because if not, in the event of a house fire, everything is gone. All of your equipment is gone. It's burnt to the ground. So, yes, bags like this are essential. In my eyes, they are very essential because of natural disasters, man. Sometimes you got to get up and go. All right, so let's continue on. But yeah, man, Glock 19 is what I'm running. What I'm running for my my actual, if we want to call it a battle rifle, we can call it a battle rifle. I'm running an AR-15. This is a 10.5-inch barrel. I did this rattle can job on here myself. I feel like it came out pretty good. This is a nice basic AR-15. There's nothing crazy about this AR-15. So I'm not going to get into the specs too much. I do have a Romeo 5 6-hour, and I have the Juliet 3 just to have some more magnification. This is an SBA 5 pistol brace by SB Tactical. And then you can fully extend it like that. And this is how I usually shoot it. Magazine, as you can see, we have the magazine rattled as well. YouTube, this firearm is clear, but we do have ammunition in the magazine. I will not be clearing that ammunition out of my magazine, but we are running green tips in that. So Up here we have a Strike Industries hand stock and a Feiachi flashlight that I'm probably gonna upgrade, but I may not. Flashlights, yeah, I feel like they are important to a certain extent. You can't shoot what you can't see. One would, argue, oh, if you show your flashlight, you're giving away your position. That is also very true. But let's be honest, most of us, we have flashlights on because we like the way they look. They look cool, it looks tactical, and you could possibly use it in a situation. I don't know what special ops mission you going on, but there are situations you could use a flashlight. So to each his own. Run one, don't run one, don't matter. But personally, I just like the way it looks. So that's why I have them. So yeah. And then I also run a sling on this thing. I do not have it on currently, just to keep it out of the way for the video. But yeah, basic AR-15, 10.5. The reason I'm running an AR-15, but a 5.56 AR-15 over any other caliber is 5.56 is very accessible. You can find it everywhere. The ammunition is not that expensive. On top of that, I would, in the SHTF, it depends on the situation, but I would rather have this in my toolbox than a PCC. Now, I do have a PCC loadout. Can't talk. I do have a PCC loadout option that I'm going to show you guys as well. Something a little more lightweight if you want to go that route too. But this is my main squeeze that I'm taking with me in a SHTF type of situation. So now, along with that, I have a chest rig that I do run. And this is a no-brainer. Something pops off, I'm grabbing this. No, it's not a plate carrier. I have a plate carrier for holding down the fort. Or, if I got time, I could put that plate carrier in my trunk and roll out wherever I need to go, whatever. All right, we'll get into that stuff later. But this is my chest rig. This is a very basic setup. I feel like it's clean, sleek, it's lightweight. I have 3 magazines right here. They are full. I also have a 20 rounder right here. Back here, I have some gloves. I usually run black mechanic gloves. I do not know what my gloves are right now, but I have a lot of gloves in my room. So, I just simply replace those with these. Flashlight, handheld flashlights are essential. You don't want to be aiming your pistol light just because you're trying to, light something up. So handheld flashlight is really bright. That takes batteries. I have a tourniquet here and a face shield, and the reason I have shotgun shells on the front is because when I'm at the range, I run this chest rig and I shoot my shotgun when I bring it, and so I can change out my ammunition pretty easily. So this thing is from a company called Crodex. I actually got it off of Amazon. They might have a website, I don't know, but this is a very nice chest rig. It's only about $60. So just to give you an idea of something that you could pick up that's not a plate carrier, that's lightweight, and you can stow this thing in a bag, and as you can see, it's pretty thin. And I honestly, I enjoy this a lot more than my plate carriers. Granted, plate carrier can save your life from a bullet. This will not. But yeah. Oh, and also this magazine usually stays in the chest rig. Just a spare pistol mag to keep up top. But yeah, that's my chest rig. Now we're gonna move forward with my bag setup. As you can see, I brought some of the magazines that I had out of my bag out already. But this bag, I really like this bag on the basis of I can run one of these in here, a water pouch, so I don't have to have a handheld water bottle. I still would recommend, bringing a canteen with you if you had a bug out, if you can. But in the event that you cannot, I have this bag right here from Tacticon Armament. It came with the plate carrier that well, it was kind of in the plate carrier bundle. They recommended getting the bag too, so I got a bag. But anyway, you can run this in there, and it got the little opening where you can run it over your shoulder. You got some water to have on you at all times. I really do like that. Also, this is my SHTF holster that fits my Glock 19. This is by Alien Gear, drop leg holster, really nice holster. So if you're looking for something for, outside the waistband, I do recommend Alien Gear. And it has different modules, so, you can run your different guns and different lights, and you can just swap them things out. The mechanism to get it out is, as you can see, retention. You hit this button, firearm comes out. put it back in. Simple, very, very simple. So we're gonna put that down. Backup magazines, I have a mag coupler in here. Yeah, someone would say, man, you probably need more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 magazines, Shtf. Yeah, I would agree with you. But you know, we all gotta go back to what we can hold. All right. Bugging out is more than just ammunition. It's more than just guns, supplies. I have a lot of medical stuff. I'm not gonna take all of that out, but I have medical stuff in here. You know, aspirins and ibuprofens and things of that nature that I have in there. And I also had to leave room for, you know, snacks that I can store in my bag as well. So I can't go OD with magazines, but I feel like I have enough magazines to get the job done of whatever I'm trying to do. So we have that. Lastly, well, I also got a few other things in there, like fire starters and this little mini foldable mini foldable shovel that I got out of a little survival pack thing. I don't know if I ever use that shit, but it's in there. Also got some, you know, face shields and, you know, just a whole bunch of little stuff that I could use. Paracord, lighters, you name it. It's just a little survival kit that I can use. But last but not least in the bag is another pistol. I highly recommend having 2 pistols in your Bugout setup. Yeah, just have 2 pistols. Another pistol that is reliable, and on top of reliability, takes the same exact mags as your main pistol. Okay, I feel like that's very important. Not going out and you got 2 different guns that have 2 different magazines. Okay, that's gonna be a lot. So I recommend having a backup pistol. You don't know what might happen to this one. You just don't know. You could lose it. It could malfunction. Something could break. I don't know. It's a Glock, so I don't think none of that's gonna happen. But things happen. So, you know, I have another pistol that runs really reliable. This is a PSA dagger. I've had nothing but good things to say about these things. I love the way they shoot. I love the way they feel. And you too, this firearm is also clear. But the PSA dagger is a very great pistol. And this is my backup gun for Shtf. So we're going to put that back in the bag. Now, I'm going to move that stuff out of the way and we're going to get into my PCC loadout. Now, in my PCC loadout, it's pretty much the same setup. Some things that I have in there, I could potentially move over here. But my PCC loadout is something that I keep on me every single day. If I'm going to the gym, I have this. If I'm going to a few towns over, I have this. This is technically my get home bag. So I'm putting it in this video because it might be a situation I'm out and something pops off and this is ready to go. Number one thing, this flashlight, I rotate this out. This is usually in my bag right here. So I keep this flashlight on the side right there at all times. Okay. So let's get into this bag and we're going to keep this really, really simple because I do want to end the video off with talking about a few things. So within this bag, number one, I have a chest rig. Let's go ahead and pull that out. All right. I have a chest rig. No, with these chest rigs, I'm not just running around with it. Something really would have to pop off for me to put this thing on. But, you know, I mainly got it to store extra ammunition. So this is the chest rig that we have right here. If you want to know the name, I cannot tell you straight off the dome. I can't remember myself. But I got 4 CZ Scorpion mags right here. Within this pouch, I have another little mini handheld flashlight. It's not really bright, but just another little flashlight. A lighter that's charged by USB-C. It's an electronic lighter. And then I have a simple little combat knife that I keep in here as well. Also, I keep a little EDC knife. I'm kind of upset. My main EDC knife, I don't know where I put it. I set that thing down a while, probably like 3 days ago, and I can't find it. So, you know, I got this little cheap backup knife, but it works. And, you know, I just keep that thing in my pocket, tucked away. Also, what we're mainly here for with this PCC loadout is the PCC itself, and that is my CZ Scorpion. As you can see, very beautiful firearm. I have a lot of videos talking about this thing. We have a pistol brace on it, single point sling, Olight. This is the Odin Mini mag well. This is my EDC mag, 20 round mag full of hollow points. This firearm is clear. I'm not gonna get into all the specs, but just know this is a completely upgraded firearm. Your CZ is not gonna look like this coming out of the box. This is the CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1, so you know this is the very base model. The 3 Plus, the Micro 3 Plus, it looks a little more updated. I had to manually update this thing to get it to look like this. And as you can see, we still rocking the 6-hour Romeo 5. I love that optic. It's a great budget option that works really good. Had it for years. But yeah, this is my PCC, and let me get into. I have a few more things in the bag, and we're gonna get into towards the end of this video. All right, now within the bag, I have a few things floating loose. My other magazine. This is my 30 round magazine. This is actually a CZ magazine. The other magazines in my chest rig are what's it called? AKV mags, but they run in the CZ very well. But CZ mag full of hollow points, so we got 30 rounds of hollow points right there, and of course something to clip on to my side, and another tourniquet. You can never have enough tourniquets. Have a tourniquet in every one of your kits. It just might save your life, or you know, whoever's with you. All right, and the last finishing touches. I know it's pretty. It's some other stuff that you know I can have in my loadout. I'm not even talking about clothing and things of that nature. That's just something I probably, you know, keep in the car. If you got another bag with a change of clothes or whatever, I pretty much, you know, dress for the environment. So whatever I have on in that event, you know, I throw that on real quick and, you know, get up out of there. But I don't have a big old camper bag full of stuff. Like, nah, man, this is something quick and effective. But I also keep 100 rounds of loose 9mm, something light, nothing too crazy, just some spare ammunition. And last but not least, man, some cash, bro. Listen, keep you some cash on hand. If you want to put it in your prep bag or your get home bag, or just keep it in your pocket at all times, bro, keep you some cash. The reason I say that is because things pop off. Cards, we don't know, man. The fucking grid might drop off temporarily. We don't know what's gonna happen. You know, you might can't access an ATM or whatever, and all you have is cash. And I know that to be true because of what we went through with Hurricane Helene. Picking this up just to give y'all something to look at. But what we went through with Hurricane Helene, man, all of our power was out for 10 days. But that didn't mean stores closed. People were still hungry. People still needed food, water, ice, gas, propane. People needed all that stuff. So the gas stations were open, but they were only taking cash. Lucky for me, I was one of those individuals that always keep, you know, about $250 to $300 in cash for just in case money, you know, on hand. And it really helped us out because you couldn't use your cards. The ATMs were down. People still want money. People still gonna have bills after the event is over with. So it's like, bro, having cash is very ideal. Have you some cash on you, man. It's simple as that. It ain't gotta be $1,000, but man, you know, a couple $100 just so you can get some basic things. If you don't already have them, go ahead and do that. Also, listen, with the food and water thing, man, I recommend having a separate bag prep for snacks, water. You can go ahead and keep that stuff in there. But look, in all of these events, we don't know what's going to happen. All we can do is be a prepared civilian. That's it. We're not military. We're not no special ops, you know, no special forces or nothing like that. You know, I go out there, I get my butt out there and I train. I shoot my guns. I'm pretty accurate with my guns. I try to educate myself daily on the events that's taking place in America so I can stay up to date. I keep my head on the swivel. I'm not out here walking around like I'm in La La Land and can't nothing pop off. No, you know, as a man, as a woman, especially as a man, you need to be on your A game. You need to be ready for these events. because your family is going to depend on you if something pops off. They're going to look to the man in the house. And maybe you're a solo man. You got to protect yourself. All right, so prep yourself, man. It's not crazy to prep for these events. The only people that thinks it's crazy to prep for events is idiotic people. People that don't own firearms. They feel like the government is going to save them. Nobody's coming to save you. You pray to who you pray to, and you ask for guidance and coverage over your body, your soul, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you pray to them. But prayer without works is dead. And I will always be a firm believer of that. So what I mean is you better get your butt out there and be prepared, because you can pray all day, but when somebody come knocking at your door, you better meet them with equal force, equal or greater force. All right, that's your God-given right to be able to own one of these things and be prepared, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing stupid about that, because, man, it's crazy stuff going on right now. It's riots going on right now out in LA with the whole thing with Trump, with the border crisis thing, and yeah, people are not happy about it. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into my ideology on that. But they're not happy about it, and so they're protesting about it over there. So yeah, stay away from those things, man. Stay away from protests. Things pop off at protests. You might just get shot out there. You know, you got 1,000+ people. One motherfucker with a gun might pop something off, and then an innocent bystander get hit. Stay away from stuff like that. But man, look, I can't talk about every event in one video, but like I said before, man, stay prepared. Get your AR-15, AK, whatever you're going to run, man. Get it. Learn how to use it. Be efficient with it. Get you some magazines. Get over the amount of magazines. I probably got 25, probably 20, 25 plus AR-15 mags at the house. I just got ready to go. Same with the pistol mags. I got a buttload of them. CZ mags, got a buttload of them. Shotgun shells. So many. You know, that's a whole nother video of home defense. But yeah, man, stay prepared, bro. I hope y'all like the video, man. If it's anything that I missed that you want to add to what I talked about, man, drop it in the comment box, man. Y'all have a discussion down there. I'm going to chit-chat back with y'all. Tell me what you think about it. But like I always say, man, y'all stay strapped, stay blessed. I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.